Once again, a very good morning to my dear students. In this video, that is part number 3 video for chapter number 10, we would be learning the various advantages of e-commerce. Start with me only, read it with me. Faster buying, selling procedures as well as easy to find products. That means e-commerce is the one that gives you a faster process for buying as well as selling the goods and the services. And at the same time, it is very easy to even find a variety of the products. Second one, buying and selling 24 into 7. This simply means that whenever you want to buy, let it be at 12 o'clock, late in the night, or 4 o'clock, early in the morning. Using internet, using this e-commerce, you can have buying as well as selling at any point of time. There is no time limitation with this e-commerce. Third thing, read it with me once again. More reach to customer. There is no theoretical geographic limitations. That means you can just reach out various numbers of customers together. There is no theoretical geographic limitations anyhow. Wherever you are living, let it be a village, a remote area, e-commerce can be done from that particular area itself. Next point, low operational cost and better quality of services. Using e-commerce, one can get a better quality of the services and at the same time, it provides a low operational cost to the sellers. Now the next point is no need of physical company setups. That means wherever you want to do e-commerce and let it be there is no physical company setup you are having, you can even store your stocks in a single room and then also e-commerce can be done. Physical setuping of unit or your company is not even needed. Come up to the second last point, easy to start and manage a business. Using e-commerce, one can easily start and at the same time can manage their business. Read out the last point, customer can easily select products from different service providers without moving around physically. That means if you are buying any product online, you can choose, you can select various products from different providers and for that you doesn't have or you can say it's not even needed, you don't need it, okay, to move from one place to the another. You can sit back at your home comfortably and then also you can place the order easily. Let's look on to these advantages again. Faster buying and selling process, buying 24 into 7, buying and selling, that means no time limitations, more reach to customers can be done, low operational cost and better quality of services, physical setup of company is not even needed. Last one is the customers can easily select products from variety of the product available without even moving from one place to the another. And the second last one, easy to start and thus manages a business. Now, this was all about the advantages of e-commerce. Here comes the next one, e-commerce payment mode. In this, we had learned the e-commerce advantages. Next one is all about the e-commerce payment mode. Let's learn what are the different payment modes that are acceptable. So that is having again a term, EDI stands for electronic data interchange. Electronic data interchange. It is the term used for the system of accepting payments for online transactions. That means EDI is actually nothing but itself a system that is used for online transactions, that is used for online payments. Various type of payments are such as like mobile payments, Paytm, phone pay, etc. E-cash, e-checks are also becoming popular mode of payments for online shopping. So in this process, you had learned that whenever you want to pay using this online services, a term is there that is used known as EDI, stands for Electronic Data Interchange, which is actually a system for accepting the payments that are made online. Mobile payments, e-checks, e-cash, etc. are thus the popular mode of transactions, payments done online, for shopping online, for doing other sort of e-commerce online. Now come up to the next paragraph. Payment gateway allows for the website to accept credit card, debit card, net banking, internet banking payments from multiple banks and credit card companies. There is something like a gateway made. Okay, it is virtually existing. In real, it is not even there. It is not physically existing, but it virtually exists. Okay, so that is the payment gateway that provides or that allows actually various websites to accept other modes of payment, such as like net banking, such as like debit card, credit card, internet banking, etc. I repeat, payment gateway is the one that allows websites to accept various payment modes like credit card, debit card, net banking, internet banking, etc. So this was all about the e-commerce payment mode. Under this, we had learned there is something called as EDI. What is that? It is the system for accepting payments for online transactions like mobile payments, e-cash, e-check, etc. While a payment gateway is the one that allows the website to accept credit card, debit card, etc. and thus put a particular successfully, the payment that you are making, no, it just, this payment gateway allows the successful transaction to happen. Now come up to the e-commerce sites and ethics. Let's read it first of all. We should be aware of the sites that are fraud and may charge heavy amount of our credit cards for small purchase. Taking help of elders and checking authenticity of the website is not a bad idea to avoid being cheated. In this slide, we are only taught about that what are the different sort of moral values we are supposed to keep in consideration when we are doing online shopping. We should be aware about the fake sites, about the fraud sites that can charge us a heavy amount of money for small purchases. We can take help of elders, can even check how real, how particular authenticity is written. No, so that simply means how actually reliable that website is, how trustworthy that website is. And for that, you can even take help of your elders. Here comes up the last topic for this, that is online shopping. Online shopping is the process of buying and selling up of goods and services. Okay, online shopping, that means in this one we are right now doing for buying. Okay, so is a process of buying goods and services from merchants who sell on internet. It is a process under which buying of various goods and services are done using the particular internet facility. What is done? The process of buying and selling is done using the merchants, okay, from the merchants using the internet. There are various steps for doing it. Let's look on to the step. There are 5 steps in total. Look on to the first one and let's read it with me. The first one is log into your account or any shopping website. Any shopping website, whatever it is, you are supposed to log in. So the first step is log in that account. Second one, click on product you want to buy. In this, you will be simply choosing the product that you want to buy and then click on buy now. Here comes step number 3. Click on proceed to pay. Now is the time for the payment. We have logged in, then we have chosen up the product, and next is the time to buy. Now, in this one, we will be buying up the item. For that, we will be paying up. The next step was to pay up. Here comes the second last. Click on to the confirm button order, via which you are confirming your order. Once you had logged in, you had chosen up the product, you paid the money. Next one is confirming the particular order. And the last one is putting in your shipping address and selecting mode of payments, etc. First one, you logged in, then you chosen up the product, then you proceed to pay, in which now is the time to pay. And once you are doing it, several pages open. Now is there will be you are having one more particular button for confirming the order. And once you did it, it will be asking you first of all your address, complete shipping address, and the next one and the last one would be the mode of payment. You would be choosing credit card, debit card, etc. And then further, the particular payment pages used to come up onto your screen. Let's look on to them once again. First one, you logged in. Second, you chosen up the product. Third, you clicked on proceed to pay. Once you clicked on proceed to pay, then will be confirming your order. And last will be putting your shipping address, your payment mode. This was all about online shopping. Here in this slide, we would be learning about video conferencing and newsgroup. Video conferencing, it is a process in which two or more people sit together at different places also, or they can even sit together, just like as you can see in the picture, no, two or more people, they are even sitting together or not sitting together. They could be sitting away from each other. Anything can happen, and at the same time people can talk and can see each other as if they are sitting at the same places. Video conferencing like is similar to like video calls that you would be doing these days. Next is newsgroup. Various places on internet where people are allowed to share their opinion on thoughts on various different topics are called as newsgroup. Here you can check it out as given in the picture. Newsgroup is just like the place where people are allowed to share their opinion, and these all things are available on internet. This is the last topic for discussion in this video, that is online reservation. In this one, you will be taught how to book a ticket online, how to make up your reservations, which involve particularly 7 number of the steps. Count it with me: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's look on to the first one. Open an online reservation website and then log in. First of all, you will open up that website, and the next one would be the login process. Once you logged in, you will be putting up there the second step, your source destination, then travel time, number of people, etc. First of all, you will write from where you will be taking your particular train to where. That means your destination, where you want to reach. What is the time of travel? What is the date of travel? Then how many people are involved? How many passengers would be there? And the next one will be click on to the proceed button. Coming up now to the third step involves choose train from the list. The next one would be you will be assigned a particular list out of which you would be choosing the train. Next step involved is the details of the train are then displayed and you can click on to book. Next step involved is to fill up the particular required details. Next step involved will be filling up of the particular required details and then clicking on submit button. Then you are supposed to click on to make payments by entering your payment details. Once that is done, you would be clicking on confirm. Let's look on to them once again. First of all, you will open up any online website for reservation and then logging in. Once you logged in, you will be clicking on the source, destination, travel time, number of passengers, etc. Once after that is done, you will be choosing the train, and after that you will be putting up the details. Last is filling up the form and then doing the payment, and last is clicking on confirm. So in this video we had learned till here. You keep on revising till the time, keep learning, and next we will be learning the rest of the topics in next video. Thank you.